snakes.
This is John, Fossil Fuels Anonymous, and this is the 97 Dodge Ram. This is how I converted it. This is not how I'd recommend converting it. There are changes that I want to do to the conversion, but due to my budget and time frame, this is how I had to get it done. Lack of fabricational skills. I will show you here, starting off with where I teed into the coolant. Plastic tees. That is going to be a fault problem in the future. I will get brass 5/8 T, but 5/8 coolant hose, zip tied along to the battery, up along the front here. Got the inline coolant temperature switch here. Turns the system on. Won't allow it to happen, and that goes into my flat plate heat exchanger. Flat plate heat exchanger in, coolant out, 5/8 coolant out. If you've got the same truck, I just dropped the hoses down there. I can't see if you can see where they drop through, but everything just drops through all 4 hoses. Vegetable oil comes in from that same area and goes in here. Flat plate heat exchanger out. It goes that little U-shaped line there down to a Y block, and the Y block also connects diesel. I had the remote fuel filter location here, which allowed me the room between here and the injector pump, or the stock fuel filter location here. I had to move the banjo bolt from the injector return up to the inlet so it would not loop vegetable oil back to that whole side of the system. What I did is installed a couple 3-port solenoid valves. Here you got diesel coming in, stock out, and then when that solenoid is on, it goes to there where it feeds back to the diesel return. Out of the back here, what's up, baby? This was not the ideal mounting location, but due to lack of fabrication equipment in my driveway and mechanics that wanted to help do this, I had to mount it here. It worked out really well because, I don't know if we can see, see along the bottom here where everything's bundled in. Coolant line drops across for the return. There you go. Just switched over. You didn't hear anything, you didn't notice anything.
Turning on vegetable oil now?
Yeah, and I'll show you here, look up. Down, shut down, bam, back on diesel. You didn't notice nothing either. What's happening now though is the light's not off because the return is still sending to the vegetable oil tank, and it allows the diesel to push any vegetable oil in the engine out without pushing it back to the diesel tank. That way it wouldn't coagulate if we lived in a cold climate, but since we live in Florida it really wouldn't matter. So you'll see here in about 15 seconds, when that light shuts off, then the diesel will then again be returning to diesel tank, just like normal diesel. And I'm back on diesel, and I can shut the truck off.